Welcome to my Friday ramblings. I was talking to somebody the other day and she was talking about what was normal in her life, and she said the only thing that's normal in my life at the moment is the normal cycle on my washing machine. And I suspect that most of us would agree with her quite easily and without any kind of hesitation. There was a little bit of a return to normal today because today was, for many of the children in our school, return to school. A couple of classes restarted yesterday. They were the ones who were being introduced into a new campus. But for all of the school, today was the first day. And as I came out of the parish office just 20 minutes ago, there was a little guy there, and I said hello to him, and I said, "How was school today? First day back at school?" And his mum said to me, today was his very first day. He's a kindergarten student, so I just imagine what it must have been like for him as I think back over 66 years ago when I started my first day at school. So yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge to think back and look at the past, but he was this little fella about to embark on a whole new future. Over this past week, I've had a couple of occasions to give thanks for long lives. Yesterday I did the funeral of an 80-year-old, and then in the morning I'd received a phone call to tell me of the death of a lovely old gentleman from the Merseyleven Parish from Devonport, who died just 10 days short of his 101st birthday. And then I have another funeral in the middle of next week, and that's of a gentleman who would have been 70 this year. So there's a whole lot of life that's tied up in those people, but there's also a lot of life in my little fella who I met this afternoon, and there's a journey ahead for that. So we wonder what normal will be for him. It'll be a very different normal for my 101-year-old friend, but yes, it's still his journey, and we wish him and all the other children starting school a great journey for today and for the future. This weekend we have a gathering at Flower Pot, which is a little village some way down the Channel area, down past Kettering. It's an area that was very badly affected by the Black Tuesday fires back in 1967. As a student at school, it was the first day back at school, and I spent most of the afternoon protecting properties just next to near my home at Claremont. But there were lots of places that didn't have someone to protect them, and they lost their homes, and over 60 people lost their lives. So it was a fairly traumatic day, and had an impact on the community for a long time. And the church at Flower Pot was burnt down, and so on this, the 55th anniversary, on Monday, we'll celebrate a Mass there on Sunday, remembering those who died and all who lost their homes and everything else that was involved in that day. Coming up in the next week, we've got a whole other range of things beginning, and one of those is is the planning that will be put forward for our Lenten program. Whether we can manage to gather together people into small groups, that's my hope, and so we'll be promoting that very definitely this weekend during my message and during the whole event of the week. And then we're looking forward to what might lead out of that, and hopefully starting in the Easter season, post-Easter season, we'll be looking at an Alpha program. So there's lots of little things that are starting to gel, lots of little things we're just starting to look at. So we just hope that 2022 will be a great year, giving us a whole range of opportunities and reasons for enjoying our lives as Catholics in Kingston Channel Catholic Parish, but also to be Christians in the community, making a difference in the lives of others. It looks like it's going to be a fine weekend, so I wish you a great weekend. I hope that you stay safe, and if you're managing to get a bit of a break, please enjoy it, and especially enjoy God's gift of life and light. Have a great week. See you next time.